Ready? Right. Are you filming now? Right.
No. Yeah. I'm gonna have to get quite close, so don't back
It
off.
feels like I'm at opticians with a big thing poking in my eye. Hi, my name's Vicky and I have a charity called Good Life Dog Rescue. Although I am the founder's charity, the charity does exist completely with volunteers, and I am extremely grateful for all the help that we do receive. Although it's a little bit cringy doing this today, I do thank you for clicking on the link just to give you some insight into the charity and the reasons why it was originally set up. So firstly, the charity was founded by myself, having helped stray dogs for many years. For the last 8 years, I have gone into the Yorkshire Stray Kennels and photographed the stray dogs that have served their legal amount of time. There's 2 parts to the charity. One part is basically taking the stray dogs into boarding kennels that we use to house the dogs. The second part of the charity is to continue to move the stray dogs from the pounds into other responsible rehoming centres and other charities. On the visits to the stray kennels, what I do find is that there's so many old dogs all desperately in need of a home. Many of them are suffering from minor age-related problems, but they constantly get overlooked. They never receive a sideways glance from any potential adopters. This is the same at the stray kennels as it is for the old dogs that we take into our kennels. Many people are very reluctant to adopt the older dogs due to the fact that it'd be extremely painful to lose the dog sooner than it would to lose a much younger dog. So hence the reason we do have so many seniors that constantly seem to get left behind. Senior dogs are less demanding, they expect very little, they're generally already house trained, they have so much to give. Generally most of them are trained, they're very obedient, and for people that are working, they're less demanding with the hours and the amount of exercise that you do need to give them. This video that we've done recently is just to highlight a few of the oldies that we do have in our care, and as a small charity we do take a lot of senior dogs in. At Good Life Dog Rescue we have many older dogs in our care, mainly because the stray kennels in Yorkshire are full of older dogs. What we find is that the older dogs are the last to get rescue places and also the last to get homes once in our care. What happens is when we pick the dogs up, the first thing we do is take them for a health check and to start their vaccines. Then we spend time with them. Most of the dogs are suffering from pretty much age-related things like arthritis and just wear and tear on joints. Uncle Albert is just one dog that we took from one of the Yorkshire Stray Kennels. We think he's approximately 12 years old, unmicrochipped. The reason why he's still with us is because a lot of people find it really difficult to adopt an older dog due to the fact that they know the time left with them is limited. A lot of the people that come to adopt dogs have previously owned a dog and lost it through old age or age-related illness. So this can also be one of the reasons why they're left waiting for so long in our rescue and also in stray kennels. But Albie's beauty, aren't you, Albie? This little boy is Uncle Albert! Albie, sit! Here, it's in my hand now. Albie! Good boy!
Who says I get that camera?
Ooh, Albie says I don't like him. Don't like big boys. Boss and Bonnie are a typical example of dogs that come into our care under really difficult circumstances. Although our priority lies with the dogs at the Yorkshire Stray Kennels, due to the circumstances and the fact that their future was obviously unknown, we did take the dogs into our care. We're hoping that the people that will take on Boss and Bonnie will love them to pieces for as long as Boss has got left. Esther is a wolfhound lurcher that came from one of the Yorkshire Stray Kennels. She's absolutely adorable and extremely loving with people. She desperately needs more training and guidance, especially around other dogs. She can be a little reactive, which we have put down to being fearful. We're obviously working with her, which is a lot easier to do due to her being very food focused. There's a lot of details that can be found on the website. A lot of time does go into updating it on a regular basis. So if anyone is interested in looking for dogs in general, all the dogs are listed on here. If you click on the dogs' profiles, it will take you to the full information about the dog, the sort of home it's looking for. If you do click on the Adopt Me button to show interest, it will take you to a application form that you can fill in online. These application forms are read on a daily basis and someone will come back to you to discuss the dog in more detail. You can also find more details about us on Facebook. We do update this on a regular basis, and also there's plenty of links on there to send you to the website as well. Even though the video has been quite difficult for me to do, I do hope that you've enjoyed it, and hopefully we might be doing a few more in the future. So thanks for watching.
Albert.